Hello friends and welcome to yet another video on Tutorials Point with me Richa. Today we are going to talk about health and wellness. Well, there's a very famous quotation and it's one of my favorite as well. It says that the greatest wealth is your health. Well, it's important to understand that you might have all the wealth in the world, but if you do not have the right kind of health to support the wealth, what happens is complete disaster. So the greatest wealth in today's time is your health. So let's take a look at what is there in store for us today. We will talk about, in this particular topic, about introduction to health and wellness. We'll talk about how the workplace stress is really affecting the health of the employees. The employee wellness programs. We'll also talk about how do you adapt healthy lifestyles. Also talking about self-management skills and strategies for an active life. We will also talk about what exactly constitutes as emotional health and how do you boost your emotional health. So let's take a look at this particular topic on health and wellness. So friends, what exactly is the meaning of health and wellness? Well, we should understand that the role of health, nutrition, physical activity and wellness in our daily life. You need to understand why these are important aspects, your diet, your nutrition, your health, your wellness, what is the key importance in your life. It also makes sure that you have to understand your personal health risk based upon your current lifestyle choices that you have. All of us have made certain choices in our life and that should always resonate with a healthy lifestyle rather than an unhealthy one. Must be able to perform and identify the lifestyle changes that will enhance your overall health for a long-term point of view. Now friends, let's take a look at how stress is affecting our health. Well, workplace stress has become really massive nowadays. People all over the world are having this great complaint that they are stressed at workplace. Well, it's important to understand that there has to be a work-life balance. If it is not, then what happens is it causes stress. Well, 70% of your time is spent at your workplace and hence it is only very imperative to understand the factors that can really make you stressed at workplace. It could be an unruly boss or it could be uncooperative team members that could cause you stress, or it could also be mountains and mountains of work that has come to you, some files which have to be checked, some reports which have to be given away, etc. So work is important that you are able to keep in check of your stress levels at your workplace. Let's take a look at what can the company do or what can the employer do from their point of view in order to have organize healthy wellness programs or employee wellness programs for your employees. Well, you can provide healthy office snacks to your people rather than them eating all kind of junk food in the evenings. You can probably provide a little bit of healthy snacks options to them. Always make sure that they are taking a step competition, which is to encourage them to take the stairs rather than the lifts. Make sure that your office is pet friendly because pets can really reduce stress to a large extent. Host a healthy cooking competition if you can do that in your premises. Host an anxiety competition to understand who is the most anxious of them all. Get your employees to be up and active rather than having a sedentary lifestyle. Make sure that they are all active and geared up for their work. Now, as an individual, what can you do in order to have or rather adopt a healthy lifestyle? Remove all the unhealthy snacks from your refrigerator or from your room. Make sure you replace them with only healthy options like fruits and veggies, etc. Make sure that you always eat while sitting down. Don't have your meals in a rush, walking and talking and at the same time eating. It is complete disaster for your system internally. So always make sure your health, your wealth is again very closely interlinked with your health. So always sit down. Have proper meal timings. Drink water instead of having all these beverages, all these different kind of calorie intakes. Rather stick to simple plain drinking water. Try to snack up on fruits instead of chips, as we have mentioned. Make sure that you're chewing your food very well. Somebody actually said it, I'd heard this particular quotation saying that you should actually chew your food 100 times before you actually take it in. Wow, that sounds amazing. So make sure that you don't just gulp down your food, you chew it properly as much as you can. Limit your outdoor meal plans, stick to only weekends, eating out. Rest of the weekdays, make sure that you're eating your healthy food at home. Well, friends, let's understand self-management or, certain skills which are required in order to have a good health. Now, we are not only talking about your physical health or being active. Self-management skills are more to do with how you view yourself in control of certain challenges and situations in your life. So self-management is all about making sure that you are open to receiving feedback from people. You regularly check on your weak areas and areas of improvement. Always compare yourself to only yourself. Never compare yourself with other people because that can be more stressful for you. Verify the relevance of what you're learning. Make sure that you are always asking the right kind of questions. Value your time and value other people's time as well. Take responsibility of your actions and make sure that you have a work-life balance. Now that's very important in order to be comfortable in your own skin and make sure that you're having tremendous amount of self-management skills. Now, as a person who might have been a little on the lazy side, how can you strategize yourself to have an active life? Well, if you have not been working out for a long period of time, do not just start quickly, in a really gung-ho manner. Make sure that you take it slowly and steadily. So make sure you consult a doctor before you actually get into any kind of healthy lifestyle or active lifestyle. Work your muscles, make sure that you work out something which will give you an adrenal rush. It could be going to the gym or it could be just working out, outdoors. It could be going for a run, a jog, or simply a 30-minute walk a day can do wonders for you and your skin. Other strategies for maintaining a healthy or a active lifestyle is make sure you have your 8 hours of complete peaceful sleep. Don't ever cut down on your sleep timings because of work and other anxiety or stress related things. Maintain an active social life. I think that's very important. Have people you can go up to and talk to and network with. Keep working but not working too hard. Give yourself appropriate breaks wherever it's required. Don't work yourself to an exhaustion. Please make sure that you take frequent breaks and reward yourself frequently as well. Try to manage your health. Try to have a good yoga or meditation practice. If you can do that, if it's possible, then please do that as well. Friends, it's important to understand that there is something which is known as your physical health and there's another thing which is known as your emotional health. While you may be very physically active and being in the right fitness and everything related to your health, but if you're not emotionally sound as a person, what can happen is a complete disaster. So while it's important to have good health, it's also important to have emotional health. Now let's understand what is emotional health. Being emotionally healthy means that you're in full control of your emotions, your thoughts, etc. You do not react to people and situations. You are able to handle it in a right manner. And also when you are emotionally healthy, which means that you are also in control of your circumstances, you are also able to positively hold yourself together whenever there is a challenging situation which comes in your way. Also making sure that you have good coping mechanisms, and people with better emotional health have better and good relationships, and they always bounce back from the setback in a very, very positive manner. So it's important to have good emotional health. Now let's take a look at how do you boost your emotional health. So we spoke a lot about how do you boost your active lifestyle, etc. Taking care of your emotional health, this is what you can do to boost it. Learn to manage stress. Try to do different kind of things which will help you be in control of your life. Channel the emotions in the right direction. So if somebody tells you something, don't react immediately. Take your time, pause, think, and then revert back to the person. Stay away from negative thoughts and also stay away from negative people. They can be a great sucker of your energy. It is once very nicely I read somewhere in this book that you are an average of 5 people you spend your time with. So make sure that those 5 people are always positive and thinking in an optimistic view of life. Be socially active, stay alert or rather active by following a good exercise regime and eat a brain healthy diet. So these are all ways in which you can actually improve and boost your emotional health. Well, also you can have good sleep, good food, make sure that you have a purpose and meaning in life. You need to know where you're going, your goals, your vision should be clear in your head. Also make sure that you bounce back whenever you face any challenges or failure. You're able to bounce back happily after that. Nurture your self-esteem. Always think yourself very highly in your own eyes. That's very important. Shed excessive guilt and work on mending the broken. So it's important to let go of all guilt and regrets in life. Focus on the present and focus on a happy present. I think that's very imperative and important. Well friends, that brings us to the end of this beautiful module on health and wellness. We have spoken about in detail with regards to how do you have a good health, how do you take care of your workplace stress levels, how to have good self-management and also take care of your emotional health. Thank you very much for watching us.